First opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Atlanta now coming out on the field. On first down, Ryan got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Off the play fake, here's Ryan. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Davis, he'll try to run for it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. This is Davis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 3rd down, Ryan. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. James White's first carry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll drop it underneath to White. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, Davis. And some room to roam now. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 16 yards, a 1st down. That's his longest run of the 1st quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
A 1st down carry for Davis. Takes this to the 45. Got a little space after that nice move. The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Ryan dumps this off underneath. Here's Davis, and he's got this down to the 35. So a pretty early 1st quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. This one caught by Davis. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. From the shotgun, Ryan. Looking in end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. To throw on third down, Ryan. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's fourth down. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And his kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
First down, here's White. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack. Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. Now a man open down the middle of the field. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, a give to Davis. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the Patriots take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Former star at nearby Georgia, this is Sony Michel. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got the connection here to Bourne. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Aguilar has it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now back to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll run for it. This is White. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 30 yards there.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Play action, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the 1st half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. New England trying to get a place on offense, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. It's grabbed over the middle by White. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And it's complete. Henry. And he'll go down inside. inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 53. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and up.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. We got position on him, and he pulls it in. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. It was a solid check down there with pressure coming, wasn't it?
It was, because you're trying to go through your progression, and when you have that type of pressure in your face, it changes what you're doing and how fast you have to do your reads, and able to come back and find him in open space. That's a really nice play.
Here's a first down throw that's complete, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26.
Let's go!
A solid gain of 15 yards in the Stix move.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's 2nd and 8. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Davis. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
They'll run it again here with Davis. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Left side here, and it's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
They'll run on first down. It's Davis, and he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. They'll try to get the run game going. Here's Davis. There with the tackle, Dietrich Wise Jr.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 33 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
And he puts it through. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They begin with Michel on the ground. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man is born. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Our team is here for the automotive aftermath.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw. This complete to Henry over the middle. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing. Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it to throw now on first down.
Out right to Bourne. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll run with Michel. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is White on the screen. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And this is going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And folks, kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
after the field goal. Bailey will kick it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So out come the Falcons now. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Ryan. This one caught by Davis. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Ryan on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Let's go, boys.
11 yards there. 1st down. Throwing again. Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Here's Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I'm starting to wonder here, are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back and they're picking them apart, moving the ball downfield. I think they got to start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Ryan. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
He's back to throw. That is incomplete. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
On third down, Ryan. And that will be incomplete as well. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
And his kick is indeed good. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. The throw right sideline here is complete.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to look downfield for Henry. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. On the ground is Michel, and he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And it's Michel once again, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Now Michel. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And it'll be a good time in the back bay tonight. The Patriots have won the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.